Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are here with James from Cobra Puma Golf as we take a look at the new Cobra range of putters. Please, if you like our videos, hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. James, thank you very much for joining us today. So this is the long-awaited new range from Cobra. You had the old one for a couple of years. Correct. So new launch of putter range, what have you got?
So we've got two different lineups. So we have a 3D printed lineup.
Okay. So I've got one of each in my hands.
So yeah, so we've got a 3D printed lineup and a vintage range. So how we differentiate between the two, obviously 3D printed, we work in collaboration with HP. The heads are 3D printed, and what that allows us to do in the 3D printed models is we can manipulate weight around the head differently and distribute it in a different way. It creates more stability in the putters. Okay. The things that have changed this year from previous models in the 3D lineup is we have added changeable weights, so we can manipulate.
Okay, so these weights at the bottom of the head here, these are weights at the bottom of the head here, you can change.
We can now change the weights, so we can start to custom fit putters, which is something that we couldn't do.
And
previously.
will the new 3D putters come with a weight pack? Or you have to buy them?
It will be custom fitted. Okay. So yeah, so we have like different weights which will suit obviously different lengths that they're custom fitted for. The thing that we continue with is our partnership, which originally was Sick Golf, which obviously Sick Golf have been bought by LA Golf, is we now continue with that partnership with LA Golf. So we have that sort of descending loft technology on the face. So how that works is, for people who don't know, is it goes down the face, it goes 4, 3, 2, 1 degrees down the face, and it's basically to help with strike and create more stability.
Bring the consistency in the launch, isn't it? It's really making sure that the ball gets rolling as quick as it can, depending on the strike.
Absolutely, yes. And that features on both our 3D printed and vintage lineup of putters as well.
Okay, so I mean, it looks really clean. You've got some nice shaped heads in here. So you've got some, what have you got here? I've got the Nova, which is a carryover shape, isn't it, Nova?
It is, yeah. One of the new ones is Stingray. So that used to have sort of wings along the back.
Yes,
that's obviously been tailored in and tapered in.
Shortened in. Nice. And so what are you expecting in terms of, I mean, what's the price of these putters?
Our 3D printed putters, they will retail at $299.
Okay.
And our vintage putters will retail at $229. That's every model. So across.
So it doesn't matter. No. So I think that's really an important point, because putters now are $299 or $269 and up, aren't they? Everything's $269. Yep. So these putters are not cheap by any stretch, right? They're not a cheap putter. There isn't a cheap putter anymore, but they're also really, really competitive.
Yeah, it's a competitive price point with obviously a lot of tech. In particular, like obviously the face technology is groundbreaking in many ways. So having that tech on a putter that retails at $299 is
it's pretty good.
Really.
So in terms of, I think for me, when we're fitting putters, we've got to make sure we get the right putter shape and the right putter head for the player. But which one are you using?
Which one am I?
Or which one will you use?
I'm a classic.
Are you? So what, you've got this one here?
Yeah, so I use the Grand Sport, yeah.
So a very simple, classic design.
Like just classic design, but obviously this year in particular with them movable weights, I've noticed like the stability is completely different.
Okay,
so
and super stroke grip on that, everyone's got the same?
As standard.
So 1.0 pistol grip?
Yep.
Okay, so there we go. Guys, thank you for that, James. That was a really good insight into a quick look at the new Cobra putter range. They're not known for their putters. They don't sell enough putters, in my opinion. It's again one of those things that my little bugbear with you guys at Cobra Puma Golf, you don't shout about how good your product is often enough, and sometimes you guys at home miss it. You don't even put it on the Sand Putt Lab. You don't even pick it up when you come in store to have a test. So please, the next time you're looking for that new putter, make sure that this putter or this range of putters, whether it be 3D or vintage, is put to the test, put against some of the other bigger brands, maybe your TaylorMade or your better known Scotty Cameron type putters, to see if these actually give you a slight better performance, different feel than maybe you didn't know you were looking for. Remember, if you like our videos, please hit that subscribe button and tell or your golfing friends.